Hey guys, it's Ed with Ed and G Travels. We are sellers of travel, agents of fun and adventure. We are headed out on a 15-day Hawaii cruise on the Carnival Miracle, leaving out of San Francisco, California. And let me add also, this is September, wow, what date is this? This is September 15th, and it is 56 degrees out here this morning. Dress accordingly. As we say in the cruise world, it is cruise day, baby. Just in a matter of a couple hours, we're gonna be heading down to Pier 27 if you're cruising with Carnival. Let's have some coffee. are parked at the dock, just waiting to get final clearance to get off. Here in Maui, we thought it was going to be a tender port, but indeed we are docked. So you can see the beautiful mountains there. We'll see you out on land here shortly. All right, we are on the road to Hana. We've been on here for a few miles now. G and I have the back seat in this rig. And you hear the hecklers up above. Yes, they're just mad because they can't sit in the back seat. All right, I'm gonna flip this thing around and show you who's up front. Now, here's who's up front. We got Melissa.
Hey.
We got Tammy. We got Nana. We got Timotheus. And we got the driver.
I turn around, we're in the mountains.
Kai. There he is, there's his face. Here, Hawaii time. That's the first views we're getting of the island of Oahu. I might be wrong, but I think that's Diamond Head. This is the first time we've seen the island from this vantage point. And the views just keep getting better. getting docked here in Oahu. That's Aloha Tower. If you're coming to Hawaii and you're wondering where the dock is going to be in Oahu, now you know. It's just to the right of Aloha Tower as we're looking on the island. Over there in the distance, you can see the Pink Palace, Tripler Army Medical Center. Our two sons were born there, and we lived just to the right of that on Fort Shafter, and we also lived just to the left of it on AMR. I can't remember how it's pronounced, but Aliamanu Military Reservation. And you can see the shipyards here, Coast Guard Station, all kinds of good stuff going on here. Beautiful, beautiful Oahu. Man, it's so good to be back here. Yes, home for 6 years for us. We came back on the Carnival Miracle. Okay, we are on the grounds of the First Southern Baptist Church of Pearl Harbor, the place where we worshiped from 1993 until 1999. This church brings back some great memories. Located in the heart of a naval housing area, was once owned by the Navy, the grounds here, but now it has been deeded over to the church. The church now owns that, and it was a result of a lot of prayers. Seventh Street looks a whole lot different now than it did when we lived over here. Look at all those new houses. All right, this is the other area where we lived. It was 1120 Macomb Road back in the day. It is not called Macomb Road. Right where that car is parked is the general vicinity of where our quarters was. And in the back, we can see a lot of stuff. The ocean and everything. That gives you an idea of what we could see from the backyard. This is for Jenna.
This is just for you.
Take a big bite. Big bite. No.
You can do it. You can do it. Yum.
All right, cut. Cut.
Cut. Cut.
we go. 1, 2, and 3. And there you have it, the ancient style of cooking. Now, hardworking villagers will be using the coconut shell as implements. Mahalo by the monster.
Well, we're about to wrap it up in Waikiki, and we're at Kauai Beach, getting ready to get back on in the car to head home to the ship. You had a great day today?
Had a beautiful day.
All right.
Coming back home.
Special shout out to Rick and Denise Wofford, our Ohana from Hawaii. Thank you so much.
Aloha.
Alrighty, we are saying goodbye to Honolulu. We are just turning around. There's the Aloha Tower. We are on the aft balcony, so we're gonna be the last folks to see it as the ship leaves. We got a midnight buffet going on here. Check that out for those guys that didn't get to eat. All right, got some cookies and stuff. Also, some nachos and chips and salsa. All right, when you come to Kauai, and if you get an Uber to the airport to get your car rental, this is where you're gonna be meeting. Sign right here, right there. And it's right across the street from the cruise terminal, Pier 2, here in Lihue, Kauai. Actually, it's Nawiliwili, Kauai. You need to try to request Sharina, an Uber driver. She is awesome. She has a excellent vehicle. It's very sharp, man. It's got these wheels and tires on there, Jeep Liberty.
And I fit everyone in the car.
And listen, look at this. She got us all in. She got us all in. This is the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. Look at that. If you haven't been to the Grand Canyon, this is somewhat like it. All right, if you've never been on a lifeboat, this is what it looks like inside. So yeah, we're tendering over here in Kona. When you come to Kona, you're going to need to, if you get a rental car, you're going to need to take a shuttle to the airport to pick up your rental car. So it's about a 20-minute ride from the cruise port to the airport. And then shuttle prices may vary depending on when you come, but you'll need to plan for that. And our time in port here is going to be shorter than the other ones, so also take that into consideration. All right, here we are at the Royal Kona Museum and Coffee Mill. Free samples, lava tube, great views. It's all here. If you add all these little samples together that I've had today, I've had like at least a medium, maybe a large cup. All right, it's about 3:20. The last tender shuttle to go to the boat, to the ship, It's supposed to be at 3:30. So, word to the wise, when you come on a Hawaii cruise and your port is Kona, it is a tender port. See, the ship is out there. And we have to take a smaller boat over here to get to and from. So, be early. But in this case, the line is so long in the first place, I don't think we're all going to get over to the ship by 3:30 anyway. Well, we are back on board, and it looks like they are getting ready to put the last of the shuttles, otherwise known as the lifeboats, getting ready to put the last one back onto the ship so we can get underway for Ensenada. It's been a wonderful day. We are a little bit late leaving. It's already like an hour past what we were scheduled. So, but we'll make it up. This is the day after the last port day in Kona. We are headed back, going toward Ensenada. So this is day 10. We have 5 days left total. And so very little recording, very little content today. Taking a break. We're all tired. Those port days will wear you out. I'm just going to turn around just to give you an idea of what we are looking at. So we are in an aft balcony on the 6th deck, room 6331, and that's what we've been looking at anytime we've been on our deck. Not too bad, not too bad at all. I recommend those aft balconies if you can get one. I highly recommend them. In the event you need to do laundry, there's going to be laundry bags in the drawer. You're going to write your cabin number on there. There's going to be a carbon copy sheet here. You'll go ahead and inventory your laundry items and leave it for the stateroom steward, and the next day you'll get your laundry back. Good as new. This has been an awesome cruise, and it's not over yet. We still have the rest of this day. Tomorrow we're going to be at sea until we get to Ensenada. We're going to be in port there for about 4.5 hours, and then on Monday we're going to be at sea all day, and we're going to arrive into San Francisco early Tuesday morning, and we'll be getting off the ship somewhere between 7:30 and 8:45, something like that, as far as the schedule goes. Of course, you always plan for changes, but today so far, we have enjoyed a wonderful devotion and prayer time this morning. Great turnout for that, and we hope that that continues in future cruises for all of those who attended, as well as all of our future cruises. We're going to try to continue having a time of fellowship and devotion for folks who want to come. And then after that, we enjoyed a wonderful time of Sea Day brunch with the whole entire group. It just worked out to everybody who was there at the prayer meeting. Most everybody also had time to join us for brunch. And so that was a really special time. And after that, we came back to the room, and we packed, for the most part, everything that we could pack. So that way we're not leaving it till the last minute. We'll be stressed out and so forth. So what I wanted to do is take a few minutes here and thank you for watching, but please, we have a few more items to share in the video, so don't tune out yet. What I want to do is at the end of this video, after we've put the footage from the cruise on there, I want to go over some things that we were able to find as far as souvenirs and such in the different ports, and I will give you a little quick heads up. I was pleasantly surprised at the prices in Hawaii for souvenirs. So if you go to Fort Shafter, especially those of you who are military, you won't be able to get on to Fort Shafter if you're not military, retired, or active duty or such. But the military shops over there, the PX, BX, Navy Exchange, etc., have some excellent deals on souvenirs. And even the Royal Kona, I think it's what it's called, the coffee shop over on Kona, that coffee shop we went to had some excellent prices on coffee mugs. $7 for a really thick coffee mug, and we'll show pictures of that here in a little bit, but you're going to find some good prices on those things. Please leave a comment below if you have questions about our trip. If you have comments about our trip, please, we would like to invite you to like and subscribe our channel. It's going to help us to grow. We are veteran owned and retired Army, retired civil service, and so what we do is, this is our retirement gig, if you will, to book cruises and travel for folks. So if you'll like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, go to Facebook, follow us on Facebook, like the channel, and connect with us. And we would love to meet you on future cruises and talk with you. And we would love to become your travel agency moving forward. So leave a comment, ask questions, but please finish watching the video, because we do want to share some of those great finds that we had. All right. It's Ensenada Day, the day before the last day of the cruise. We've already had breakfast. We actually slept in till about 9:15 this morning, and then had a late breakfast. And then I went to play cornhole, and I made it to the second round, but that was it. Now we're just sort of walking around, and so we're sitting in the third deck Gatsby Garden. I found this little turtle, but the way I found it was the weirdest thing ever. I simply put my hand right here to rest my hand, and somebody had hidden this thing right in there. And it's no telling how long that's been there. I'm thinking it's been there for a while, but anyway, I'm gonna keep this one just because of the way I found it. So we're turning around here in Ensenada, and this is the closest I've ever been to a cargo ship like that. Let's hope there's no collision. Alrighty, so this is the best view we've had so far of Ensenada, and personally it looks a lot different than I anticipated it was going to look. This is our first look at the Carnival Radiance. Since it's always been on the west coast, I have not had a chance to see it. It's the ship that we're going to be taking the next time we come to Hawaii in January of 2026. So I'm glad we're getting to see it now. So in Ensenada, when you get off the ship, you'll have the opportunity to take a shuttle. It's $4 round trip. They're going to drop you off at the bus station. In that area, you will be able to do some shopping, and you will also be able to do some tacos, authentic tacos, soft drinks, whatever you want to drink. And then you can go outside that area into the city if you choose to, but in order to catch the shuttle back to the ship, you'll have to go back to the bus station. Okay, when you come back to get on the bus, make sure you see this guy and look for that sign. You might not see that guy though, so. Okay, an addendum to Ensenada that I feel like it's extremely important for you to be aware of. Please take baby wipes with you into the town, and also be ready to pay to use the restroom. What we found out was the bathrooms work on a tip basis. They will expect a tip for you to use the restroom, and there are no toilet paper in these bathrooms, and so there's a table with an attendant at it, and they will give you toilet paper before you go in, but obviously they're going to expect a tip. If you go in there with that toilet paper, there's no toilet paper in there, so please take baby wipes and expect a tip. This is an Ensenada that I'm talking about. We are in the steakhouse. Beautiful, beautiful location for a steakhouse. Last night of the cruise, and so we haven't done a whole lot today other than relax and spend time with our friends. And we watched a little football, did some walking around, you know, just stuff like that. But so we saved the last day for our chocolate delight. So when you're platinum, you get to that's one of the perks of it, chocolate delight. So we had it ordered, and we're gonna show you what it is. Look at that. So you got some chocolate covered strawberries. You got some, what's those things called?
Macaroons.
Macaroons. And what are those?
Truffles.
Truffles.
Macaroons.
Okay.
And voila.
And more of the same.
You get one per person.
And yes, so
And
there's
one delight per person.
yeah, you get one plate per platinum member. So we're gonna enjoy that now. This is debarkation morning. We are getting ready to go under the Golden Gate Bridge. The only bad thing about this picture is we're going home instead of on a cruise.
But I get to go see my babies.
That's true. We're back home after a 5.5 hour flight to Miami, another 45-minute flight over to Tampa, and then a 2-hour drive back to Ocala. That was following the 15-day cruise, and we loved it. So I promised you I would show you just a few of the things that we picked up along the way. Now, these aren't huge things. These are just a couple of very small items that I think maybe some of you might be interested in as well. Very cost-effective, cost-efficient souvenirs and some treats. So here we go. I'm gonna start from the last port of call first. And we've already enjoyed just a little bit of this, but this was some fudge that we picked up in Ensenada. And I'm gonna tell you something. This honestly is some of the best tasting stuff that we have ever had. G even said that it reminded her of her grandmother's candy. And she's never said that before. I can attest to that. She's never said that anything else tasted like that. And we got this in Ensenada, and I think we paid around $6 or $7 for this block. Now that's pretty thick, and you can tell it's almost as, well, it's as big as my hand. So my mouth's watering right now just thinking about it. So I'm not gonna try to do it with one hand. I wanted to do a taste test for you, but I'm not even gonna try because I'm gonna get all messy. Now, here are some souvenirs that are very cost effective. These three I got from the Fort Shafter PX. So if you have a military ID, you will be able to get on and take advantage of these deals. These were $2.50 a piece, I believe. Very good, very cost effective souvenirs at the Fort Shafter PX. And then I thought, honestly, well, they would be more expensive outside. So we go up to the Royal Kona plantation up on the Captain Cook Highway, and I picked these up for $2.75 a piece. So there you go, $2.75 a piece. So they were really no more expensive outside than they were in. And the police badge I had to get for my son because he's a police officer, and I knew he would enjoy that. But that is the state fish, and it does have the entire name on there. It's Humu Humu Nuku Nuku Apawa'a. That's how you say that. So I had to get that pin because that will be a conversation piece for many people. So the main thing that I wanted you to get from this little presentation is the fact that even though you're going to Hawaii, you can actually find places that have reasonably priced souvenirs. If you've never been to Hawaii, I want to tell you that there's a place, and it seems like every block, it's like Starbucks over here, how frequently you see them. So over there, it's called the ABC stores. If you've never been to Hawaii and you go downtown in Oahu and much of the other islands as well, ABC stores, that's where you get your souvenirs, even the locals shop there, right? So I can't even explain it. It's kind of like a very mini Walmart over here in the States, but better. So you can find just about any souvenir you want in those ABC stores. But the prices I was talking about, you can find great prices. And this candy in Ensenada, again, was unbelievably well priced, and it's very, very good. Locally made over there, and so it's good. So I just wanted to show you that. If you have any questions about anything that you saw in the video, the vlog, please hit us up, let us know. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. That helps us to grow the channel. And if you would like any quotes for cruises in the future, please do not hesitate to reach out. We are veteran-owned, small business, and we will commit to giving you onboard credit for any cruise that you book through us. $25 onboard credit, and if you mention that you saw this video, additional, okay? So I'm gonna test to see how many people call me to book cruises and say, hey, I saw you in that video. You said if we mentioned this video, you'd give us additional onboard credit on top of the $25. All right, let me know and we will take care of you.